Now it went halfway through his drink. Oh, God. Well, you know what? I'm just going to go and start the podcast now. Hey, guys, welcome to episode, I think we're at 199 because technically 198, I just haven't finished editing. So, yes, we're going to try some new things with this one, okay? We're going back to an old favorite with Zencaster, and we're going to hope that it doesn't shit the bed. I am your host, Stefan. Joining me today, let's go with the fantasticness of Candace, who's not been on the podcast in forever, and I miss.
To be fair, the last time I knew that the podcast was definitely happening was the last time I was on the podcast. So, hello, you guys. I'm Candace.
Yeah, I feel like I should feel bad about that. I don't know if I do. I probably don't, but I'm just.
Fine. It's fine, honestly.
Right. Well, and the person that has uttered that shit happens. We have Tyler.
Yep, that's me over here. I'm Tyler.
Are you sure?
Yay!
What?
Are you sure?
I mean, sometimes I wonder.
So do we. And he never stops saying "yay" or "goodbye, friends" over at the end of every single episode.
Yay!
And I'm talking about Mason.
Yay! Guys, we're recording. I'm so excited.
You say this every single episode, Mason.
You got so excited that your webcam just forgot that you exist.
I was about to say,
his webcam is now just pixels. Like,
Yeah.
I can't tell what's going on over there anymore.
Oops.
Yeah,
it's like on my screen, like, okay, my video is pretty good. Candace's is good. Tyler's is good. Mason, you look like 1998 porn. All right,
Yeah.
it just
It looks like censored 1998 porn.
it really does. It's like I can make out a nose, an eye, and I can't tell if that's a butt or a nipple, but it's a thing.
That's the most interesting compliment I've ever been given.
I don't know if that's a compliment, Mason. Oh God! I'll admit, I miss you guys. I miss you. I miss y'all so much.
That's good. That's good. It feels good to be missed.
Yeah. Look, when you're in the ass end of nowhere out over in Delta, like, you miss a lot of things, and good friends is definitely high on that list.
Yeah. And I definitely felt like I wasn't missed at work until they told me that it was a shit show while I was gone. So I missed work for an entire week to move because I'm now in a new place. And
Yay!
I went back and I was like, I asked my boss, I'm like, hey, how was it the week that I was gone? And he was like, is that why it was awful?
There's still a fire in the electronics section that they're trying to put out.
See,
figuratively, yes.
That just makes me think of like them sitting there going like not realizing that you're gone, but definitely like sitting there, everything's on fire, and them just sitting inside the back room, just going like, okay, what are the events that led us to this and whatnot? And like everything is just pointing straight back over to Candace.
Yeah,
she left and we went on fire.
Apparently one of my coworkers actually cried while I was gone. Like legit cried because everything went wrong that day, and she's just like, I just want to go home. This is
Candace,
a holiday week, so
if it makes you feel any better, that's like every day for me. All right, every time I go into work, I feel like I'm going to cry.
but also it's like retail, So if someone in the store isn't crying once a day, is it really retail?
See, now that I work in retail, although a very specialized area of retail, that statement now makes me cry. Like I'm shedding a tear right now. I really wish you guys could see it.
Yeah, I usually wait till I get home to cry, but yeah, it's definitely a real thing. The holiday season is starting too, so
sometimes you wait till you get home, and then other people just go in and sit on the toilet for a half an hour while they cry.
Okay. Talking about holiday season coming up.
Mm-hmm.
It's like today is the change in daylight savings time.
Mm-hmm.
Does everyone knows what that's supposed to be for, right?
Yeah.
I know the theory behind it, but I also know the reality behind it, so you got to be more specific.
Okay, so basically how it's supposed to go and help farmers. They go and they get like another hour of sunlight and whatnot. So it's all agriculturally based and things like that.
I mean, that's not entirely true. It's actually,
yeah, I was gonna say that's the propaganda they spread, but yes, go on.
Here's what I will tell you. Okay. Just like regular holidays like Thanksgiving and Black Friday and yes, Black Friday is a holiday. All right. And Christmas that are all centered around sales and whatnot. I didn't realize living in a farming community, like there were daylight saving sales. Okay.
Oh.
Like
I didn't know that either.
That's weird.
Yeah, like there were legit discounts over on like John Deere parts and things needed for tractors. And I'm sitting here just going like, wait a second. So everyone is just going like, okay, I get an extra hour of sleep, and every like farmer sitting there going like, ooh, I'm gonna go and get discounted hydraulic hoses. I'm like, what what is going on? Like
Yeah,
I don't know how I feel about this.
I completely forgot about daylight savings time until about halfway through the day. And I was like, I saw like it's just a thing on Facebook, somebody talking about it. I'm like, oh shit, today was daylight savings time. And then it occurred to me like, oh god, now it gets dark an hour earlier every single day. And I hate that because I walk everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And walking everywhere in where I live is fucking scary in the dark. So I was like, I want to go buy a beer. I'm gonna go now.
Yup.
I like stopped the laundry like just so I could go get a beer because I didn't want to walk home in the dark.
We're shutting it all down so that way Candace can go get alcohol in safety.
It's true because I was like, I just barely moved here. I don't trust this dryer to work when I'm not home. So.
Okay.
Give it the side eye.
I would be concerned, but also I've seen your washer and dryer. I think those are from the 90s.
Yeah,
they're pretty old looking.
They're pretty old, yeah. And I'm like, the dryer gives off heat as soon as you start it, and I'm like, I'm just gonna turn this off while I go to the gas station. I'm so scared.
just comes back and all of a sudden it's making a new sound. It sounds like it's a bomb now.
It hasn't gotten to the point like on The Simpsons where they have races with the washer and dryer yet. So, they're not shaking and moving across the floor.
Mm-hmm. Even with all of those things in consideration, I still have less anxiety about doing laundry here as I did in my old place, because doing laundry in my old place was just like, if the door wasn't closed the right way, I would get yelled at. If they were watching a show when I did laundry, I'd get yelled at. I just did laundry when they weren't home. Because that was the only way.
But yeah, also, like, at your old place, they were always taking up the laundry, like the washing machine.
Yeah,
which doesn't make sense. I mean, there's two of them, but...
3.
They go to like 2 places. How much clothes do they have?
Yeah. Well, they also had the baby clothes.
Even so.
Yeah. It was just like, they were just like, they were kind of like those people that talk about you behind your back, even though they're like, oh, it's fine. And then you walk upstairs and then you hear them like, yeah, no, they're running the washing machine when we're trying to watch Bob's Burgers.
Yeah.
How dare they?
I've only seen this episode 17 times.
I know. How will we know what happens?
Look, all right, the 18th is where it kicks off, all right? Don't you judge them.
I love Bob's Burgers, but Jesus, like, they were just so stingy about shit like that. Like, so yeah, I'd much rather have the washer and dryer from the 90s than that anxiety, so.
See, I'm just glad that now we can get, like, Candace back that, like, smiles, and whatnot. So it's like, it's Candace and yay! So it's that's what I'm happy about. That's what I'm happy about.
Yay.
Yeah, I don't have to record at Tyler's anymore unless I'm at Tyler's.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm all like, okay, but you realize that you're still going to record at Tyler's.
It's true. Well, we record a Kawaii cast at Tyler's still because that's just easier.
Right.
So.
Which for anyone that might be listening to this show, and I would sit there and go like, wow, you guys stuck with us. Candace and Tyler both had another podcast that we do centered around anime called Kawaii Cast, and they've actually been good about staying regular over on through the pandemic, unlike us that, well, I have not. So
Yeah.
Good on y'all.
We did miss a week because I was moving, but yeah, we usually try to stay on top of it. We usually apologize when we don't.
Lately, like the last month and a half or so, it's been like 1 week off, 1 week on, 1 week off, 1 week on.
Mm-hmm.
But hopefully now we'll start to get to a regular schedule of everything.
You say that, but we're going to the holiday season.
Oh shit, you're right. No, we're fucked. What am I thinking?
You can't put that pressure on me, man.
You're right, I'm sorry.
My store does Black Friday month, where we have Black Friday sales every single day, and there's a new one every single day.
That's
which brings me to the statement that Stefan said earlier, how Black Friday is a holiday.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean we all get to take a month off since all these stores are doing month-long sales?
I freaking wish.
All stores are now doing Black Friday month instead of Black Friday day anymore because the pandemic actually caused major companies like Target and Walmart to agree to finally close on Thanksgiving Day, because the problem was, prior to the pandemic, if one store closed, the other one would take advantage of that store being closed and basically got all the sales for that day. But since there was a massive pandemic, they were like, well, this is a good excuse for all the major companies to just shut down on Thanksgiving Day. And instead of doing a Black Friday where we have everybody come into the store all at once, we spread it out a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I didn't know that.
I think that Target probably would have held off on closing on Thanksgiving, except they realized if they had done that, the whole company probably would have gone on strike. So...
Yeah, and honestly, there have been like, even though, given there's a lot of different areas that are experiencing different levels of openness due to the pandemic still going on and whatnot. Like out over here, you can't tell the pandemic ever hit. Things are like back open, but we're also like a population of like 10,000 people,
I was gonna say, like, the entire population of Delta could fit inside Candace's work. So
like almost no joke. So it's like, for us it's not that bad, but then anytime I've got to go up north, it's like I always have to remember, like, oh yeah, wear my mask, because like, okay, I'm actually at a higher risk and things like that. And then when I go into like stores and whatnot, I've got to sit there and remember, like, oh my God, okay, things are set up different. Like it's weird. And I've been talking with a few friends that have all been over on the East Coast, and even what we kind of go through, over in like Salt Lake and stuff like that, there's other places that are just straight up like, no, they're still shut down and they will not be opening up for a while.
Yeah, I went out to Portland in August, which was really fun, and there was a huge difference between like how they handled the pandemic in Portland versus like Salt Lake City. Because in Salt Lake City, like, a lot of companies out here are pretty lax, even though they have those regulations. They're still like, if customers don't want to wear the face mask, we're not going to force them. We're not assholes.
Yeah.
But you go out to Portland and they're just like, you can't even enter these businesses unless you have your vaccination card. Even if you have your vaccination card, we want you guys to wear face masks, stuff like that. Like, it was so strict, and it was actually a little bit more comforting how strict it was. Like, we went to a sake bar, and I was drunk as hell in this bar, and I get up to use the bathroom, and the waitress stops me. She's like, hey, excuse me, you have to have a face mask on. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot. She's like, that's okay, just go back to your table, go get your face mask. And I was like, okay.
Yeah,
and she's super sweet about it, but it's like very, very strict.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where I was trying to go and tell some people out over here, because I mean, I'm going to tell you guys right now, if you ever really think that there's that the feeling of like super right Republican is ever gone from the world, come out over to Delta, you'll feel it. Okay, it's here, and it's here in droves. And there were some people like, I don't really worry about wearing my mask in the store anymore, but when someone comes in, I'll sit there and I'll kind of step back and kind of like I'll lower myself and whatnot. And a couple of my coworkers were like, "Why do you do that?" I'm like, "Well, because they're wearing a mask and I want them to feel comfortable." And it's like, no, it's like, I don't care what you say. There's a lot of people that still worry about this. And like for right now, there's a chance I might be going back over to California, and knowing that, odds are for like the next few weeks, I'll just be wearing a mask and be like, nope, not taking a chance. I'm scheduling my booster this next week, and it's just like, yep, gonna do the booster, gonna start wearing my mask just in case. So
yeah, I gotta schedule my booster and my flu shot because I'm also planning on going out to California in January, so I want to make sure I get all that done before I go out.
Are you guys going to an anime con?
ALA.
Fucking yeah.
Yeah, which is out in your hometown this year.
Yeah,
Wait,
man, join us.
It's in Long Beach. Yeah. So funny thing, when we were in Portland, we were doing photo shoots with Silverfire Studios, because that was the whole reason we went out to Portland, is she booked the entire Chinese gardens for photo shoots. And the entire time we were there, she was talking about like future plans for like ALA, and she's like, I really, really, really want to do more underwater shoots for ALA. The last time she did it just like the hotel swimming pool, and she's like, but I really like to talk to somebody who knows anything about like diving out in the California area, but I don't know who to talk to. And I was like, do you know who's from Long Beach who would know who you should talk to? And she's like, who? I was like, Stefan.
Well, not only that, so like what we like, I already know exactly how it would go down. So it would be me, and then actually my dad, who is not only a master diving instructor, but he actually does underwater photography for the Long Beach Aquarium. So it'd just be like, okay, we'd go down and be like, okay, let's go out over to Catalina, where you'll actually get like blue water, and it's like, okay, here's what we're gonna do. And there's a wreck, a shipwreck right kind of around Casino Point, and on a good day you could go and have it where it's like, okay, it's like, so like, what we're going to do is we'll go and we'll have the person kind of like wear a regulator. They're not going to go down at all, really. They're just going to kind of go underwater, maybe like a foot or so. But then we're going to angle the camera in a way that you'll see the wreck over inside the background. And you can kind of like edit it where it's like, it looks like the wreck is a little bit closer. Ooh.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is you need to talk to Sudi, because she had no idea that you were from Long Beach, and she had no idea that you knew divers, let alone were related to somebody who teaches diving.
Ooh, that could actually be really, really fun. So, well, and like, speaking of cons, the only reason why it would be a little bit harder to go and do ALA is just because I'm already planning on doing Level Up Expo.
Yeah.
But if I can get everything handled with Level Up Expo and everything else that I'm kind of working on, ALA probably wouldn't be that bad. The hardest part would just be rooming, because there's no way in hell I'm going to stay with my family. Not a snowball's chance.
Yeah. Well, like, that was the reason why when you posted in the CB chat that you were doing Level Up Expo, and you're like, who's in? And I was just like, oh, that's way too close to ALA. There's no way I could do both. Like,
yeah. And granted, there might be a way that I still might ask you guys, like, okay, if this and this and this happen, would you guys be willing to go? And basically, it would take all of the financial part out of it. The hardest part would be like your work schedule. So
I would have to look into how much vacation time I have left after I cashed in for ALA, because I tend to not like try to put all of like the whole week into my vacation time. Usually I'll try to do like half a week where I work and half a week where it's on vacation, because then I only end up using like 10 vacation hours, which is nice. But I don't know how many I have left because I used so much vacation just to move, which was a pain. I felt like a grown up. I hate it.
Yeah. Oh.
I too hate feeling like a grown up.
Which is why I made you help me the whole time.
Fuck you.
So I had Tyler on call the entire week that I was moving, and he asks me, he's like, "Hey, so that new Dungeons and Dragons book came out. Can you please order it and then I'll pay you back?" And I was just like, "Tyler, I have you on call for the entire week. I will buy you the dragon book, all right? Here is your fun little dragon book. Build me a bookshelf."
Put my desk together.
Put my desk together. Build me a bookshelf. Drive me around. Come pick me up from work.
I'm so tired. I just want a weekend where I don't have to play chauffeur for anyone.
You're
I
not
know.
It's not
getting
just Candace. It's like my sister, and sometimes my mom will call up and be like, "Hey, can you go pick something up from this store and bring it to mine?" Like, I just want a weekend where I get to laze around in nothing but my underpants for 3 days.
Yeah,
You know, I work over at an auto parts store. I could go and make it where your car technically isn't broken, but it would need to be fixed. I'm very creative.
But then I need rides. I don't want to walk home in the dark.
It would.
I try not to rely on Tyler.
We'll just have to like set it up. Like we'll plan it. All right. So like Candace, you'll be the only one that we actually plan the situation around. Like, okay, so it's got to be like broken over at this time, but then it's fixed over at this time. And we can get this so that way you're fine, but everyone else can fuck off. All right.
Yeah, I really do try to like make Tyler like a last resort because I do know that his sister and his mom ask him a lot, but a lot of the times it's like I don't get any response. And I'm like, Tyler, I swear I asked everybody.
Yeah, trust me. I'm not gonna lie to you, Candace. One of the reasons why I was actually kind of bummed about moving out over here was literally like not being able to help you out. I still see those messages and go like, and shit.
I miss our car rides together, even though they were only like a few minutes long. That's fine.
A few minutes long in between my Uber rides. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I saw a puppy in the background.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
also
There's
saw a puppy.
there's Miss Chloe. Yeah, she's now as I now have the old couch, but it's now new in the apartment, so
It looks
Not
nice.
that- yeah, not that anyone recording would know this, but like we were set to record much earlier, and part of the reasons why we were late was because because I had to go and get this doggone couch back from, and it there was a whole I'm irritated.
Yeah,
Can't
but
even
look
finish
at how
my
much
sentence.
the puppy loves it.
Puppy loves it. I got to sit on it for about 5 minutes and watch about like 20 minutes worth of Shameless, and then I remembered at 8:00, like, shit, I need to be in front of the microphone.
Oh, speaking of which, give me 1 sec. I'm gonna shut my door real fast because the cat
Never.
left.
Wait, how did you watch 20 minutes of something but you only sat on the couch for 5?
Mason?
You fast forward through the video.
Oh. I don't know, maybe he was cooking food or setting up
Shut
and watching
up. I
Shameless.
was cooking food. You go to hell.
Foodies!
I'm
Yeah.
not food
Miss
teasing.
you.
I'm not food teasing because I didn't tell you what I made. I'm not showing y'all what I made. I'm not making it in the background. You can go to hell, Mason.
Is it mac and cheese?
Fuck you. I ain't saying it.
That started out as a yes. That totally started out as a yes.
I'm not falling for your bait, Mason. You can go to hell too.
That means it wasn't mac and cheese.
See, Candace, don't you start. Don't you start. All right. I don't have patience for y'all. I swear to God. All right. I got to deal with a whole area of real racist, weird white people. I like y'all, but I'll cut you off real quick. Well, like I said, there's one little bit that because I've got like now, like feel this is a real good group, when it comes over to anime and whatnot, especially with, the other two members over on here that have their own anime-centric podcast.
Yay.
But don't.
Nerds.
Yep. But so last week, earlier this week, I went to go and see the My Hero movie. Now, I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not even really going to talk much about it. There's one thing that I'll say that bugs me about it, and it deals nothing with the story of the movie, but it deals with it itself. And that is it's like the artistic choices that go from like, we have a grade A show and you can tell that they've been working on it for over a year and everything's polished. And then you get to a movie that looks like they had their 5-year-old niece start drawing it. I'm starting to get really irritated over this, especially when I know it was done by Studio Bones and it's all right.
Look.
Is that
Sometimes
English?
sometimes you just got to cut the budget in some areas so you can dump all your money into that nice, beautiful Sakuga.
Oh, okay. So I'm not caught up on My Hero Academia, but I will say
neither.
the budget for My Hero Academia clearly went into the latest chapter of the manga because while I'm not caught up, there is a big, massive, beautiful woman in it, and I'm like, God, now I feel like I need to catch up on My Hero Academia.
Trust me, the new voluptuous girl or woman that is now like all over my TikTok. I have questions. I want to know things about it. I still will not read manga for some stupid reason. I don't know why, but I swear to God, like if that's where the budget went, I'm kind of okay with it. But I'm telling you right now, when you look at like certain characters and it's like, their jawline just looks wrong, really, really wrong. And then everything is blocky and it's just, did you guys really need to do this? Or could you have like held it out for just longer? Because I didn't even know I didn't even know the movie was coming until like a month ago.
Yeah. I just assumed that it was because I stopped catching up with My Hero Academia. I was just like, oh, I'm sure fans knew about this for a long time. But everybody I talked to was like, no, we didn't know anything.
Yeah, no,
They didn't just drop this on us.
Who is this new character you're talking about? I haven't seen anything.
So she's from the manga. I think she just released in the latest chapter. I think she's supposed to be an American because like her cape is like, it looks like an American flag. But just think Noe from Dorohedoro, but My Hero Academia style.
See,
yeah, she's gorgeous.
I've kind of compared her to it's female All Might, but with more context, So yeah. It's like I don't know. I look at it and part of me is really sad that I'm blanking out on the character's name, but like the super strong bunny girl was going around. I'm glad. I'm actually kind of irritated that we haven't found more about her because as another ranked hero, I'm sitting there going like, I want to know. And now there's a new hotness that I'm just sitting here going like, okay, but there's the other one that I wanted to know more so about. Maybe I'll find out more this next season, but damn it.
Yeah, the thick bunny girl now looks super tiny compared to this new woman. So.
And I'm like, everything I know about the thick bunny girl comes from memes and Rule 34.
Yeah,
100%.
I like me a girl that could kick my ass. I'm just saying, like
you're not the
for
only
real.
one.
Sorry, I was just gonna say the last thing I saw was the hero Stain, the guy who was going. Yeah, ago. I'm way behind.
That's a while ago, man.
Did you see the new like scale figure of like him and Deku like fighting though? So
no,
I forget the company that made this figure, but they announced it during like the last major like figure showcase. I guess
One Fest?
Yeah, I guess the company that made it is used to making prize figures, so they've made a lot of My Hero Academia figures before, but they've always been like the cheap figures you get from claw machines in Japan. So now they're tackling scale figures, and a lot of people were just like, "Yeah, that's a joke. You guys aren't going to make good scale figures." And then they released that, and it's literally Deku and Stain fighting, and it just looks so good. And I'm like, I don't want to spend like over $200 for a My Hero Academia figure because I just think that there's so many My Hero Academia figures. I just don't see the point in spending that much money on them. But
Yeah.
somebody out there definitely will, and it's a good one to spend that much money on. In all honesty.
Honestly, kind of on that same subject, like I seriously think even though the action figure market has really kind of collapsed in on itself, the the Nendroid and more figurine market has exponentially increased.
Oh,
and that's
absolutely.
been something that I've been noticing a lot, like especially over the last like 8-9 months. I've never felt more motivated to go and get a shelf full of figurines than now.
No. I've been so figure hungry lately that there was a point where I actually proposed the idea of starting a figure channel on YouTube because I just started buying figures like en masse, and I'm like, I've seen so many figure YouTube channels as well where I'm just like, God, I could do this. I could totally open boxes.
I have so much expendable income now. What am I supposed to do with all this cash?
I make a living wage now. I could buy a figure a month. The only thing that makes me hesitant about it, is that I did see one figure channel where they actually kind of got a bit burned out by it. And they said that their biggest issue was it got to the point where they were just buying things to open on their channel so they'd have content. And I'm like, I never want to buy a figure just for content, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean that goes in line with most centralized content. Like for you guys doing Kawaii Cast, you both are interested into anime and watch a multitude of anime, and especially with a lot more of the episodes that you've been doing now, with going and watching movies, some of the older movies and whatnot, and then kind of like doing your own reviews of them. That's been like, as a fan, that's been super awesome. And something of like, oh, okay, cool. Like as someone that didn't really watch almost any of the Ghibli films and whatnot, like again, like Princess Mononoke was pretty much my main one, but haven't really watched any other ones. But as you guys have done, I think you've done what now, 2 or 3 episodes
for Ghibli. We only did one, and that was Howl's Moving Castle.
Yeah,
and that was because I felt like I was the last person on Earth who hadn't seen Howl's Moving Castle.
Nope.
So I own it. Yeah.
Mononoke is my favorite, but I really want to read the book of Howl's Moving Castle. I didn't know it was a novel that got turned into a movie.
Damn.
Yeah. So we talked about that on the episode too, about how it was a book, but neither of us have read it. So
yeah. So it like I said, I kind of go back over to that, just seeing how sometimes with content, some people kind of burn out. I don't see you guys burning out, mainly just because it's such a centralized love. But in my own realm,
we definitely burned out last season because we were. I'm just laying it down now, okay? Like last anime season was really slow because both of us were just like, we've been watching so much shit from the winter and the spring season, this summer season. I'm only gonna watch like 3 things.
Yeah, no, that was what made it really bad too, is that the winter season was amazing, and then the spring season was even better, and then the summer season, we were both kind of like, this season sucks, and we're tired. So
trust me, as someone that's waiting for the fall season to ramp up, I'm like, okay, I've got like 2 shows that I'm watching, not much else, and I'm really getting like, I need more. I really freaking need more.
I'm actually really enjoying this season.
There's a lot of good shows this season, but not so much that I feel overwhelmed. Like last week, I didn't watch anything on Sunday because, well, Sundays are my day to watch anime.
Mhm.
Last week I didn't watch anything, and then today I woke up and I started picking up, so I was watching basically 2 episodes of everything that I'm
Okay.
watching, and I was done before, like 3 in the afternoon. So it's not so overwhelming that I don't feel like I have anything else to do in the day.
Yeah, I've just been watching them as they come out, and like I also missed a week because again, moving, but it didn't really feel like it was that exhausting to get caught up. So that was really, really nice.
Well, that and like, granted, as much as I said, I'm only really watching 2 shows. There are more shows that seem interesting that I bet if I actually gave a chance, I would actually really, really enjoy them. It's just
Yeah.
I really like the ones that I have of the newer shows that, like I said, I've got like 1 or 2 that I'm sitting here enjoying, going like, you know what, I'm really happy with what I've got. I wish it's almost like I wish there was more, and I know there's more out there, but I'm afraid to go and tackle that more just in case of like, I don't want to find the one that is like, I started out with 2 episodes, loved it, and then all of a sudden it took like, in my opinion, took a steaming pile of shit,
I
and then
get
just kind of went
that.
from there. So
Yeah. So
Yay,
what
Podcat.
I know the podcast showed up. He just wanted attention.
He tends to do that.
I don't
Yeah.
blame him.
I
I
will
want some
say-
attention.
I will say the show that I'm really happy I got caught up on before the season started, though, because the second season started this season, was 86. It's so good.
it's so
It's
good.
so good. Oh,
So-
this is
I'm so glad you got caught up on that one too. Like, I've told you how I'm afraid to recommend some things to you because I'm like, I never know. Sometimes I think, oh, Candace will like this, and then you watch an episode and you're like, that was garbage, and I'm like, nope, glad I didn't say anything. But then there's some like 86 where it's like, this is so good and so right up Candace's alley. I feel like I have to recommend it.
yeah. I am glad I really
And so when I do, and you actually do love it, I'm like, yes, nailed it.
I'm really glad I waited to binge watch it though, because I felt like the first season, if I had watched it episode to episode instead of binging it, it probably would have driven me crazy, and I probably wouldn't have been able to keep up with it.
As someone that was watching it episode to episode, it was good for a lot of it, and then towards the last couple of episodes, I just kind of sat there like, I know I'm still into this, but it's dragging on a little much, and it's getting just it's oh god damn it, I forgot the goddamn name of the show, but it was way overhyped and had a really shitty ending. One of the characters was 02. It basically looked like
Darling in the Franxx.
There we go. That one where it's like it was good for like an internal few episodes, and then the beginning of it kind of sucked, and then the ending of it really, really sucked. And it was something where like I was really afraid that 86 was doing that same thing of like, kind of took a bit to get started into, then it had some really great episodes, and then they hit a point where I'm like, okay, are they stopping the show? What the hell is going on? And I'm glad that I had that little bit of buffer time, because now this season,
oh my god, this is
so
anime
good.
of the year for me. This is absolutely anime of the year for me, and I've been recommending this to everybody that loves Attack on Titan, because I'm just like, if you are feeling like that hunger for more Attack on Titan and you can't wait till next season, please go watch 86, please.
But see, like, in my opinion, it's better than Attack on Titan. In my opinion, it is, because Attack on Titan, I don't mind politics, but it got really deep into itself. I realized that the novelized versions of it, the manga of it, is very heavy, but it was just a lot, where it seems like 86 is a lot easier to consume Like if you are paying attention, you get a lot of meat. But at the same
Yeah.
time, if it is something that you're only kind of casually into, you still have enough there to keep you interested. Like the way that I've been describing it, it is a really good mix between Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans and Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
If you
And I
like
feel
both
like
those two shows.
Yeah, I feel like it's one of the few shows where I feel like it's in the same genre as Attack on Titan. Because I know Attack on Titan technically falls in the shonen genre, but it almost feels like it's a completely different thing. And
Mhm.
86 is the first time I've ever watched something like this is the same genre of anime to a T.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if you're missing it or you're hungry for Attack on Titan, this show is right up your alley. And whether you like Attack on Titan better or 86 better is up to personal preference, but it is a very, very good thing to watch in the meantime.
I'll
Okay.
admit,
I'll watch some 86. I haven't
You-
heard of it.
Go watch 86.
it's good. It's really
I just looked
good.
it up on Crunchyroll, and I was like, okay, I'll trust Candace. She hasn't led me astray before.
It's the same musical composer as Attack on Titan as well. So
Ooh,
That makes
Ooh.
sense.
yeah,
That makes a lot of sense.
I do love me some Attack on Titan.
he also did Promare. Go watch Promare.
I don't know what that
I
is.
still need to watch Promare.
Mason.
I really do.
I know you do.
Did I literally just hear you say you don't know what Promare is?
I don't.
We talked about it on
Oh.
this podcast.
A
Good
lot.
lord.
A lot. I actually have.
Did we?
I do have Promare figures over here, just off screen. You guys can't see them.
All right, hold on.
Yeah.
Pro
Mason, I'll tell you this much. It was like one of the last times Candace was on the podcast we talked about Promare.
It's true. So well,
That's not the orb one, is it?
That's
That
the
turns
movie.
into the dog.
no,
Oh,
no,
oh, no.
it's the gay fireman one.
Yep.
Wait. What orb one are you talking about?
I think
I
he's
think he means to your eternity.
That's it.
Okay.
I don't remember anything about firemen.
Yeah, gay fireman.
They
That's great.
fight fires. They're firemen.
Is that the one with the guy with the sharp teeth,
No.
no, you're
like
thinking
Natsu
of
and
Fire
Soul
Force.
Eater mixed together?
You're thinking
No.
of Fire Force.
Yeah,
Oh,
that one's not gay.
It's well, I mean, it's got its moments.
Yes.
Not with that attitude, it's not.
Yeah.
As someone who really likes boy love, I have not seen much for the Fire Force fandom going out in that direction. So
I have seen some, and I am not proud of it. Not that I was looking, but sometimes, some of this shit just pops up, and you're going, that's two dicks.
I was gonna say,
Okay.
are you hanging out on Pixie now, or
Sometimes.
I don't know what that means.
it's a website?
Oh, all right. Are you ready to be super disappointed in me?
Always.
I'm still watching Castlevania.
What the hell, Mason?
Mason,
Do you...
I told you I'm bad at watching anime.
Mason.
Yeah.
Do you
Hi.
only watch like 5 minutes of something a day?
I feel like he has to wait till his parents are asleep before he can watch things like that.
And then when he turns it on 5 minutes in, he goes to sleep. So he's like has to catch up again.
He has to
See,
pause
next
it.
day.
See, I have a completely different thought when it comes to that. I think Mason's parents wouldn't give a damn, especially knowing that his bonus dad is in a band called Moose Knuckle. All right. I really think that it's something where Mason goes, like, he'll start watching Castlevania. It gets to one of its either, like, more grotesque parts or, like, nudity. And Mason goes, like, oh.
Yeah, he has to pause it, and he's just like, "Oh, thank God, I paused it right when I did. I almost saw a nipple on a man."
Almost.
And then he goes and gets like some tape or something to put on the screen of his TV to censor it out.
Yeah, so it takes him like 3 hours to watch a 30-minute episode.
You know what? I was just thinking this would be if Mason was super religious, yet he's not. I think it has more to do with something goes on and Mason would go like, I'm gonna pause this and look it up.
What is the Catholic Church?
Oh.
That'll probably only take me a couple minutes to look up the whole history.
I learn something new every episode.
see, and then see, he's not watching it for enjoyment. It's all research purposes. All right, this is educational.
He comes out of the podcast one day. He's like, "Did you guys know that this was a video game?"
Very successful. Started by this person in this year, and
Yeah, it took
the
place
complete
in the
edition just got on
90s.
Switch. Yeah.
I was
That's
about to
so
say, Mason, did
crazy.
you actually know that it was a video game?
Yeah, I did. I
Oh.
just got to the part where it's the part where the girl freezes Belmont's beer. I don't want to spoil too much, but
I don't think that's much of a spoiler, though.
I was gonna say that's like from the first season, I think. So I think you're good.
it's like 3 seasons in now.
Yeah.
well, I know, but it's just
They've
such a great
already
scene.
announced a new series.
Yeah. We're now
Really?
following a new Belmont.
Really?
Oh,
I didn't
man.
know that.
Dude, it's good. It's different. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
On
Look-
Netflix or
Speaking of
Yeah.
which, speaking of Netflix anime, today they dropped the League of Legends anime.
Yeah, was that Arcane?
Oh,
Yeah. They
Yeah.
just barely dropped that today. So
I'm gonna have to check it out because I mean I don't play League of Legends anymore, but
Mhm.
like when I did, I was playing. But also the lore of League of Legends is pretty cool.
yeah, I want to
So-
check it out because like when League of Legends came out, my thought process behind it was, wow, I really want to get into this franchise, but I really don't want to play League of Legends or interact with people that play with League of Legends.
Right.
So an anime is right up my alley for that.
yeah,
all
it-
right.
it's something where I've looked over at Netflix, and I remember a couple of years ago, whether it was with you guys or others, I sat there and was like, Netflix has no business getting into anime, and the way I kind of feel is that Netflix is doing their own thing, like it's
Mhm.
anime adjacent, where.
Yeah.
Like they did Cannon Busters, which again was kind of like anime adjacent. Like you could tell the influences were there, but then it had more of a Western style storytelling. Now
Mhm.
it's almost like going from that, like you take you take what they've done with The Witcher, then you see what they've done with Castlevania, and you look at where they're going with their line of content. And the way I view it is it's less anime, but it's the same seriousness that you get from anime animation. You
Yeah,
know, they're
I think
taking it serious.
I think it's also been very hit or miss because you get things like Devilman Crybaby, which I felt like was absolutely fantastic. There's a
Mhm.
reason it won Anime of the Year that year, but then the same exact director pushes out Japan Sinks 2020, which, while I do think it had parts of it that were really good and it definitely could have been salvaged, as a whole, it really wasn't very good. And then you got Yasuke, where it just felt like it was kind of a competition between two ideas, and then Netflix just told them, like, just put them both in the same show.
Yeah.
And it didn't really feel successful. It has parts of it that are definitely good, and you could see the ideas that they were working with, but there's a lot of really big misses for Netflix anime, but then you get things like Castlevania and you get things like The Witcher, and it's just like, this is really where they should be. And I'm super, super excited for the Magic the Gathering anime if it ever
Mhm.
comes out.
And
Is that
go ahead.
that's not Dota, is it?
No.
No.
Dota,
What's the
Dota
Dota
is its
one?
own thing.
Oh.
Yeah. But like
on the bright side, Netflix finally seems to be deciding that they actually want to, update regularly.
Yeah, the simulcast.
yeah.
They're starting to do a simulcast thing,
And that
and they've done it for a while with like Great British Bake Off, but I don't think they realize that anime watchers want to watch it every week, and that kind of hurt them.
yeah.
But now they're starting to do it, like with this season's Komi Can't Communicate.
And
Which I do need to watch.
I really think that, speaking specifically for Netflix, that they're in a realm of trying to figure out what's going to work for them. There are certain things like simulcasting that I think are going to be great for them and really move them ahead of the game. And then there's different choices like their gaming division that I'm sitting there going like, why do you guys need to worry about games, on your mobile app?
I mean, for the same reason that KFC needed to make a gaming console.
No, I'm telling you right now, don't start this. All right. I'm now getting to the point where I'm about to start getting expendable income. I've seriously been debating about trying to reserve one of these goddamn chicken warmer consoles. Okay.
I want one.
It's a thing. I didn't forget about it. It just got put on layaway in my brain. All right.
You don't even have a KFC down there.
Shut up, Mason.
I'm not a gamer, but I'm a chicken eater, okay? I really want the KFC console.
100%. I've gotten real good at my own cooking. All right, I'll make my own goddamn chicken. You shut your face, Mason. I don't even want to go back with what I was saying, but god damn it, Mason.
Sorry.
No, like I said, I'm actually really excited for a lot of things because like it seems like Netflix is more willing to take a chance. I was talking with a buddy about it where it's like I really think that more foreign entertainment is going to be it's going to come through Netflix. And you can already see it with Squid Game. You can see it with Your Name. I'm sorry, not Your Name, My Name. You can see it with all this different content that people are now getting exposed to and just going like, ooh, okay. Because you still had people that were into, like, let's say K-pop. And that was a really good conduit. Now you're seeing more of the casual US market go like, oh, well, if it's done right, we're happy with it. Same thing like with Parasite and things like that. So I'm actually really excited to see what starts going on from here, and not just because they're making a bunch of animated things and I really, really want to go and get on them, but I don't have a good, I will stand by it. If you have a solid UK accent, Netflix will look at you. If you have an American accent, you're just dog shit. You look at all their animated properties and it's all like, accent then needs to be an accent. No US shit. No.
Yeah.
Jolly show, good bean.
Well,
I swear.
As like anti-American or whatever this sounds, I actually think that's a positive thing. I think America has so many outlets for entertainment that Netflix branching out to other countries is probably one of the best moves they can make, especially because a lot of American entertainment switched over to Disney Plus since Disney kind of owns everything in the US at this point.
Yep.
So yeah,
and now Disney's branching into anime.
Is
it? Yeah.
Yeah. Like they started out with that Star Wars Visions. I haven't watched any of it.
I haven't watched it yet, but I need to.
Yeah.
Haven't heard. Yeah.
I'm very, very, very excited for the Twisted Wonderland anime as well.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
I swear.
Because that's a gacha game that I know a lot about, even though I've never played it.
Scar is a hot anime character.
Yes,
makes
he
me
is.
Feel
Oh
things.
my god,
oh my
he is.
God.
Yeah, so that's part of being the Token Rambu fandom is you know everything about Twisted Wonderland, even though you've never played Twisted Wonderland.
Yeah,
the fans of Token Rambu and the fans of Twisted Wonderland is just a circle on a Venn diagram. All right, like
I have TikTok.
We're the same fandom. Yeah, we're the exact same fandom. It doesn't matter. So I'm really excited for that anime. I've heard rumors it's not going to be released in the US, but I seriously doubt that they won't.
It will, or it'll be the one time I actually cash in on using my VPN. All right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I'm like, this might be the thing that convinces me to get Disney Plus. Don't fuck this up, you know?
Just use my Disney Plus. Fuck that.
All right, so send me your info.
I'm piggybacking off of Carly's Disney Plus, so
see,
that's why I can't piggyback off of Carly. She only got so many users.
See, mine are just me and my kids, so it's like I'm still pretty good over on mine.
Yeah, so I do need to watch Star Wars Visions. I need to watch all of like the Marvel and Disney stuff because I haven't watched anything. So
It's good stuff. It's good stuff.
yeah, that's what I hear. So everybody always
Speaking
asks
of
me if I
Star
watched
Wars.
it. Go ahead.
Star Wars has been on the TV all weekend, and I'm just hearing lightsabers on my TV in the background.
That's just your cat's new way of playing with each other.
Yes, my cats pick up my lightsaber and just start waving them at each other.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Now,
They're getting really good about play fighting.
is it bad that I just thought of? I thought of like Nicola going and grabbing one of your toy lightsabers, holding it inside, inside its mouth, almost like Pikachu Smash Brothers style with the energy sword, and like spin hitting pocket, just like whack.
Yes, that's exactly how it happens.
KO.
His cats are so funny when they play with each other though, because they haven't quite adjusted to the idea of like play fighting. Like they have different types of play. They're not used to each other, but every time like Nicola will get a little aggressive to the point where he's like smacking her and like attacking her, and then she'll hiss, and he'll look at Tyler like, "Did you hear her hiss at me?" Aren't you gonna say something as he's like smacking her in the face?
Bitch did it. Bitch did it. All right. Tyler.
Do you see what she's doing?
I swear to God. I swear to God.
They are actual siblings. I love it.
I love you guys and I miss you guys.
Well, the other day, like Topaz actually like attacked him, and then like she got like a really good shot on him, and then he starts walking towards her, and she's like backing up behind Tyler, like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it.
Dad.
Dad.
Daddy's gonna hit me.
Damn right. You're damn right. Well, we're coming up over on time. I swear to God. Okay, I have no idea how editing this is going to be. So odds are, episode 99 will come out before episode 98. But we'll see how this goes. I miss you guys so much. I really do. So
yeah, I definitely miss this.
I do miss everyone. Like I know I make jokes about me being a antisocial recluse, but I do miss you guys.
I am working on a method of possibly getting at least like once a month getting the podcast done, like where we can all be there in one area, and it won't be out over here. You're not gonna like it's way closer to you guys, and it like I gotta drive 2 hours, so it sucks for me. But like,
yes, welcome to the realm of basement dwellers. Basement dwellers.
Oh, Candace is in the basement now too.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Candace is in a basement. Mm-hmm. Tyler's in a basement. Mm-hmm. Are you in a basement?
Been home my whole life.
I swear, everyone's on a like look, I'm on the one floor, but it's basically a basement. All right,
look, Stefan, you gotta get yourself a basement.
I gotta get myself many things. All right, a functional truck, a house. All right, a tub would be nice. A dishwasher would be fantastic.
Listen, you're gonna want that basement.
Look, a fully functional fridge. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'll do dirty, nasty things for a great fridge right now.
Okay, so you work in a parts store, so you just need to take home one part at a time every day, and so after 3 years you're gonna have a fully complete truck.
That's called stealing. I've thought about it.
Not if they don't notice.
Slowly steal a truck.
All right, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, our inventory is off all the time, and it would be very easy for me to go just taking this for myself. And there's the good part of me that goes like, I can't do that. There's also the other part of me knowing that I'm the assistant manager that goes like, I don't need to be that person. I don't need to be that person. I kind of need this job right now, so let me not fuck it up yet. But however, on my last day of work, I might go and stock up everywhere. That engine, why are you taking that? I don't know. It doesn't even work for my vehicle, but I'll figure it out. I swear to God. Well, in the meantime, like I said, this has been good. Do y'all have anything before we end out that you want to go and tell people like to look out for and whatnot, especially the two that actually have a podcast? Mason, you can fuck off for a moment.
I have a little Horikawa clinger on my microphone that you guys have.
I was gonna say something
wondering
at the
what
beginning
that
of the
was.
episode, and then like it went so far into it that I was like, okay, well now it's just gonna be awkward if I say anything.
I was looking for something to have him cling on to, and I'm like, this is perfect. So
I'm not gonna lie, like until you had just said that, I thought that was basically like some like actual part of the microphone and whatnot, and I was just like, that's really bulky as hell. Like
Yeah,
I don't know
no,
what
he's
that
just-
is.
he just clings. He's pretty cute.
Yay.
It's
Yeah.
sweet
It's actually
boy.
really tiny, and her microphone is like really tiny as well, so it's not that bulky.
Yeah, he's pretty cute. I love him. But yeah, go listen to our podcast. We talk about anime nonsense, and we've been reviewing a lot of Satoshi Kon. We have one Satoshi Kon film left, so we'll have to do another movie night, and we'll have to get Stefan to watch Promare. So
Yeah.
yeah, we'll have to do a movie night.
I've been messing with too many people out over here with being just. I told a few people that I was buyout over here, and some people tested me, and it had an interesting result. So
Yeah.
I didn't realize there was a test.
yeah.
Yeah, you just do what who is it? Joey does on Friends. Just walk up to someone and be like, "How you doing?"
Nah,
Yeah.
you
That's
kiss a
kinda
dude
what
in a
it's like.
bar and everyone freaks out.
It's kind of what's like being non-binary too. I was just like,
Especially out in right-wing middle of nowhere.
yeah. So
Yep.
yeah, that's why it's like being non-binary as well, as everybody freaks out and they're just like, wait. So what if we call you she? I'm like, that's fine, man. Like I don't care.
It's
Lord knows I fuck it up often enough, and you haven't said anything yet.
You've been probably the best about it, in all honesty.
I do try. It's just
Yeah.
it's so hard because like I've known you for so long, and I know it's not an excuse, but like I do try.
Yeah, no,
It's
you've
just
actually
hard.
been really good about it. You actually make me really happy about it. So
Candace, I will tell you right now, the hardest part about going with they, I know I've said this before, is just the grammatical part for me. I sit there every single time, just
oh, I get
it's
it. I get
and
it.
they like I'm talking about a singular individual, and I'm using they, and it feels wrong.
Yeah, no, I'm actually the exact same way. So like, I get it. Like I screw up my own pronouns all the time. I'm like, God, I'm such an asshole to myself. Fuck. Why do I hate me?
Damn it, girl, get it together! Fuck, I did it again!
Exactly. Yeah. I'm like, nobody fucks up my pronouns as much as I do.
I may have to call this episode "Why am I an asshole to myself?" It's just a catchy line. I like it.
And it's relevant. Yeah.
See, yay!
Yeah, we've all been there.
Right.
If we get to record together, can we wear onesies and watch a movie and then like have some popcorn? Maybe
fine.
sleep over?
If Discord ever works again, yeah.
You know what?
I think he meant like what Stefan was talking about.
Oh, in
where-
person?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do that. We could force
I got
you
a
guys
John
to
Arc
watch.
onesie with the bunny slippers.
Yeah.
For a second, I know what you said, Mason, but for a second, I seriously thought you were saying a Joan of Arc
That's
onesie.
what I
And
heard
I was
too.
just like, Mason, what are you?
That's what I heard as well. I was like, Jonah, what?
Look,
No, it's a-
sometimes you just want to be a strong, independent woman, okay?
The female
okay with
martyr
that.
for past times. I swear to God.
It's all blue. It's got the white bunny in the middle. It's great.
Yes,
The pumpkin
Yeah,
Pete.
we
And now
know what
you've
you're
lost.
talking about, but
I'm
we'll
just
make
gonna
it happen though.
Does it have
Yay.
bunny ears too? It's got to have bunny ears. Like if you pull up the hood.
No, it doesn't. There's
Oh,
no hood.
Worthless.
I think
But
you're
I got a
thinking,
different hoodie with bunny ears.
I think you're thinking Cammy from Genlock, which yeah, that's a thing.
Or Velvet from Ruby.
That too. All
Or
right.
Violet, I meant, sorry.
No, you were right before. Anyway.
Is it Velvet?
Yep. So again, like I said, I will try to do my best to be able to go and get this out. Like tomorrow, I'm going to be trying to take some time, get this all edited, so that way you guys will have this over on Wednesday. Again, if things keep on working well, you guys will get more episodes, and as long as I don't revert into sad boy times. So yeah, there's that. But like I said, we've been having fun.
Yay.
If the video portion of this comes out, then that will start being more videos over on YouTube, because I have been getting emails of like, when are you guys gonna do it? I don't know. So
We're doing our best, but we all hate ourselves.
it's
We're doing
I
our
don't-
best, but we're all poor and we can't afford the technology to do this shit.
yup, 100%, 100%. Which shit, I have a story that I will tell next time we record if I remember. So,
To
Sounds
record
like
or
a
tell the
plan.
story?
shut up, Mason.
Oh.
There you go. So in the meantime, y'all stay good, and we will talk to y'all later.
Bye.
Bye,
Have a
friends.
good one.